But yeah, I guess let's go into Broken Sword 1. There we go. I have no clue what this game is gonna be about, but it's a story-based game, so we shall see.
Paris, city of love,
Sadly, there's no
romance, and
subtitles.
dreams. So they say. I used to say it too, but ever since that day of the murder, I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
Okay, so it seems like we have a murder mystery, huh? A Child Cecil production. Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, the director's cut. Ooh, love that art style. It's an old game, so some of the like frames and stuff that are like not the best quality, but yeah. They forgot to draw in one of the house walls down here. Funny. But yeah, it's supposed to have a lot of animated scenes and stuff, which I'm really interested in. But other than that, I think it's supposed to be just a point and click with a nice story. I just picked it out at random, so we're all in for like a random bit of treat. So far it looks really cute.
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview. With Pierre Carchon. Yes, the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why. Anyhow, this could be big, so if he makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile, say yes, and keep taking notes.
So charming and so very apt. Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero, and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty. Whoa, I hate mimes, but unless you humor them, they don't go away. Here I was, the palace of the media
That was
king
so
and
random
the
with
ice
the
queen.
mime.
I pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico Collard. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
Uh-oh. This is starting not good. Very suspicious.
Madame Carchon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation. Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty? You're too kind, madame.
Yeah, I don't think that was meant to be nice, but hey.
The talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Anybody has a gag
I'm
reflex
sure
too?
you are.
Call me Pierre, please. But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
My father, he never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic. I must... Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose. Excuse me for one moment, my dear girl.
You journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame.
Uh-oh.
That was no cat. My God, what? Monsieur Carchon!
Why would you come to him? Why would you get closer if he's like... Oh my goodness.
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
There was a man. It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
Thank you for the
No
hydration
wonder they
redeem.
called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in Europe murdered. And here was I, Nico Coulard, alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops? Or start my own investigation? It was a no-brainer.
Of course, we're gonna start our own investigation. But yeah, hello Adrian, hope you're doing well. Thank you for the hydration redeem. I'm gonna name that right now. I've been drinking a lot today, it's so warm. Hope you all are staying hydrated with this unbearable weather that a lot of you guys I'm sure also have. Nice fresh bottle of water. And also eating a lot of fruit today. Like really nice to have like orange juice and stuff when it's this hot. But yeah, it looks like we have some murders, and apparently the journalist has seen some murders. The question is, has she seen murders that are like linked to this case, or has she seen murders in general? Clearly playing in Paris, so that's gonna be interesting. Also, the question is, did he really know her father or not? Because it could have been just a weird thing that he said to like lure her in, but clearly had a lot of affairs with other women, also journalists, so you never know. Move the mouse pointer on the screen. When the pointer passes over an object which you can interact with, change to an animating icon reflecting the available action. Left mouse to protect the briefcase to open your inventory, diary to access the diary, question mark to get puzzle hints and interface save. Spanner icon to save and restore game and adjust settings. These icons can be found on the lower section of the screen. Yes, we have the spanner. We can save. And then we have diary. Creepy mime. Mime Carchon called us eyes. Madame Carchon called us eyes. Mr. Carchon, suave and charming, living up to his reputation, played along with his flirtation. The sound of vase smashing and Mr. Carchon went to investigate. A gunshot rushed into the room, found Mime standing over the body. Mime beckoned as I walked in. He punched me, knocked me out. Came to find him a little distraught. Almost felt sorry. No, she was not really distraught. That's the thing, she had almost no reaction. And then must get to the bottom of this story before police arrives. Okay. Well, the mine clearly got in here.
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions.
Huh. What's this?
A bust of Pierre Carchon, humble servant of La France.
Yeah, having your own bust, huh?
Pierre Carchon again. His eyes seemed to follow me around the room.
The question is, was it him? What was the cat really like the culprit that got the vases? And was it a known thing that happened? Or was it people preparing for this before? But then again, if they prepared for this before, they wouldn't have used the glass cutter. So whatever happened, they must have known about the cat smashing the vase to get the attention.
Mimes and guns don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary mime. I'd come across this murderer before and written about him. The costume killer. At least that's what I'd called him.
Okay, so it indeed
It was
is.
one of my hair clips. My favorite, in fact. It must have fallen when I was knocked down. Some people hate searching corpses for clues. Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend.
What? Oh, what? Sure.
In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking the ticket meant I tampered with the evidence. There was no going back now. Carchon had been shot. I closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow.
Okay, let me ban another word or chain of words. Because I'm fed up with this. Let me fix this. Okay. Create a dashboard. Moderation settings. Allowed. Not allowed. Blocked there. AI beavers. And add. And of course, let's ban this person. There we go. This should hopefully fix this issue. They always find like a new way to evade the bans each week, and it is so annoying. But yeah, that should fix it. Okay. So we have a dead guy, a ticket, we have a mime, and that means she has seen murders like this before, which is very interesting. She meant not just any murder, she meant
A small round piece
this
of glass
specific
had been cut
row
out
of
the pane.
murders. So.
This was a professional job. I didn't want to cut myself and leave blood on the glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself.
I mean, yeah.
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket, and took it with him. The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them. I reckoned that cloth might just turn out to be useful. Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
No puns needed.
It was a tube of acrylic paint. French ultramarine. Just the color I was after for my bathroom.
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
Young lady, what are you doing? Oh, this paint. It's my favorite color.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
A hairpin, thin enough for a table, do you guys
A
reckon?
magnificent antique table. Ah, Nico. You are just so damn good at this stuff. Instead of comforting Imelda, I was ransacking her flat. Why? Because there was something going on here, and I had to get answers before the cops arrived.
Yeah, the
Hey,
point.
she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
Yeah, she's been rude to me, so I ransacked the flat to find a murderer. Huh? Can I use this tissue on the glass? No. Somewhere else we can go?
The door was locked. It was going to take more than a hair. A modern key on an antique door. It wasn't going to work. Imelda had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that. There was no one I needed to phone. Not until I had solved this case.
Hmm. Maybe you left something outside.
I thought of leaving, but was...
Okay. Hmm.
It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. When I was a little girl, Papa used to take me on the Bateau Mouche as a treat. Excuse me, madame. Yes? So? Her husband took secret boat trips. Did she really need to see the ticket?
Hmm.
You're upset, madame. Please take this. That is the lace cloth from the table. What can you be thinking? Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start.
I am so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true.
We shall see.
How did your husband know my father?
I have no idea.
You didn't know him? Thierry Collard?
Pierre knew a lot of people I didn't know, most of them women.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No, and frankly, I preferred it that way. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronize me. You're all cut from the same cloth. Do you have any moral sense at all?
Yes, that's why I do this job.
You do it to see your name in print.
As if my editor gets the byline, I just do the work.
Well, don't expect my sympathy.
The police will be here soon, madame. Is there anybody you would like me to contact? Family, friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were... He was all I had, really. Not much, was it? The dutiful wife. That was my role. He never talked, never let me in.
I know one thing, madame.
What?
If you want to find out who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
Your husband invited me here today because he needed me. I think he knew somebody wanted to kill him, and he knew I could help.
I doubt it was your database he was after.
You're wrong. I was onto his killers already, I am sure of it. Please, you owe it to him.
I don't know.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
You really do have a moral sense, don't you? I trust so few people. And perhaps Pierre really did think that you could help. Of course it wouldn't have stopped him seducing you too. Here, take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
Thank you. I promise you won't regret this.
Well, I guess she had to become the ice queen if her husband was like that.
The door was locked.
No, it's not. I have a key.
The door was locked.
Hello. Unless I didn't have the
Now
icon
we
for.
will get... The painting showed the Cachons together, in love.
No,
As
no,
the
no.
poet
What's
said,
this?
The past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie? There was the very faintest of clicks.
No.
This wasn't the time for me to lie on this sofa doing my... Though it is very popular at parties, especially with gay guys. Don't ask me why. As expected, the desk was yet another priceless antique. Yawn. The blotter and in tray had clearly been placed with mathematical precision. I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank. The paint would have just soaked into the blotting paper, but the idea... My heart skipped a beat. It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father. I knew for certain because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box he had made. So Carchon had known my father. They really must have been friends. I decided to take the carved elephant. It clearly meant nothing to Imelda. I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it. But also quite a clever one.
Oops, sorry.
No. I didn't... In a way, I was going back to art school. I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use... In a way, I was going back to art school.
I need something to spread.
No. 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 I didn't want to... In a way...
Okay, there's nothing else here for now. Maybe we can find something in the next room.
Locked. Not surprising, really. It didn't work, but
Okay, maybe something to do with this painting. Oh.
Behind the picture was a safe. In the safe was some kind of artifact. There were strange symbols on its surface. It looked like the printer's blocks I'd made at art school. If there was one thing I'd learned about symbols, they are always important. But these symbols scratched into stone were impossible to read. I needed to find a way of printing them. At least the stone was round.
Okay, see?
But what could I use for
It is
ink?
super random.
And what could I print on? Sure, I was stealing, but I knew Imelda didn't know about the artifact, and Carchon was past caring.
I mean, the dead can't care anymore, right? But yeah, I guess that's also sort of what we have to do now.
I rolled the artifact in the paint until it was completely coated.
It's a very interesting narration style.
Genius! The roller and the paint worked just as I planned, but what did it say? It was some kind of coded message. It read, "Sub judice." I may not have learned a lot as a journalist, but that was a term I knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense. I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket and the coded message. The boat ticket was stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. The conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité, by the river, housed the ancient law courts. So, sub judice could in this case mean literally under the law courts, below the conciergerie. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could here. And besides, all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story. It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing. But I was going to crack it. And if I could just remember the name of that fancy prize you get for being an ace journalist, I was definitely going to win it this time.
I mean, you can at least try, I guess.
Locked.
Just wanted to make sure that this has the same thing as this, because what was difference about? But yeah, I guess the police is gonna be here.
Did you find anything useful?
This carving. Do you know anything about it?
It was Pierre's. What does the statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend. Something to do with Africa.
He never explained any more.
No. But I think it was important to him. Always on display. Why?
It was carved by my father.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Imelda, I will do everything I can to find the killer.
Thank you, my dear.
And if the police ask,
Don't worry. You were never here.
sub judice was the key. I was going to have to find a way under the conciergerie. I decided to head straight for the quayside on the Ile de la Cité. If there was a way of getting under the conciergerie, it would have to be from there.
Okay, well, this is Ile de la Cité.
Canchon wasn't the type for messing about on the river. He was up to something down here. Something that got him killed.
This case, like, escalates quickly, dare I say.
An old boyfriend of mine owned a barge once. Dampest relationship I ever had. In every way.
At least they have humor.
The fence wouldn't move.
How about this? Oh. Oh. No, no, no. No, no, no.
This fence wouldn't move either.
So then you would click one and then the other.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before. It was embroidered on the lace cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
Can I go upstairs?
I wasn't leaving you.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
I tried to shoot the fence, but it wouldn't move.
But have you tried
A
pulling
strange
it?
padlock stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
No, for real. Have you tried pulling it? Ah, I see. Okay. Okay, we have a first puzzle, it seems like. Okay, these definitely need to go up, but for that... Let's try it this way. I'm gonna essentially do it backwards. Okay. There's no real way to go backwards, so... Ah, okay, well, that helps.
One down, one to go.
But these must go there, but I guess that works too. Well then... Guess we can do this part way. This one over, this one. get this one out of the way. That leaves me to get this one out of the way. Okay, this one needs to go here first. Maybe like this. It's probably gonna be more on it. I just need to be able to move these up, and for that I need this out of the way. So technically, no, technically like this first. Can pull that up. Can't get these out of the way. Can't get this out of the way. That's of no use either. That may be of some use though. That's no use. I think I moved backwards a little bit at some point. And then this one cannot go up when this one's over here, so... Can I reset this? Okay. I think I messed it up a little bit. Okay, it always resets, that's good. This is already not going well, isn't it? It's already a bit farther though, I think. Okay, never mind, I got it. Oh my
Nothing like
goodness.
a good convent education for honing your lockpicking skills.
Well, that took a while. Sorry guys. Stop, I
For a
tried my
room
best.
full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock system. This place was definitely fishy, in more ways than one.
They like their puns, huh?
I really didn't want to pull the fence back up and risk trapping myself in this place.
Yeah, plus it seems like you needed us like a ladder thing.
Oops.
Oops.
Moving the skiff would only damage it more.
I mean, oops, if you properly... You pushed it over into
An
selling
old
oops.
showcase. I wondered what that was doing there.
Shell case, huh?
The words sinister and Dexter were carved on either side. Now any good convent girl like me knows the old Roman for left, right, left, right. But what did it mean here?
Okay, you definitely need to click on the blue every
Mystery
time.
solved. Carchon's stone cylinder slotted into the hole with a satisfying click. A satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position. It felt like tumblers in a safe. Another click, another step closer. I must have made a mistake. The mechanism reset. A satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position. Another click, another step closer. I made a mistake. The lock reset. Another click, another step. Oh no! I had to. Another click. Oh no!
Okay.
Another. Oh no! I had to start again. A satisfying. Another. Oh no! A another. Damn! I got it wrong again. Another. Oh no! I had to start.
Okay, so it must be left, right,
Another.
left, left, right. No.
Oh no!
Okay. Left, right,
another.
left, left, right, left, left.
I
Hey.
love the sound of locks clicking open.
Okay, nice. Don't know what the letters actually had to do with that, but I got it through trial and error. I'm sure there was like some kind of easier solution that I missed, you know, to like know which one is which.
Oh my god! The slab came down with a hell of a force. With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down. Lifting the cross closed the entrance door and also opened some kind of stone panel. Ingenious. The stone cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere.
Was that a film roll or something? I don't know what that was. But okay.
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what?
No. Don't be any of the keys. Maybe I actually needed to use this for that slot.
I removed the shell case.
Oh, it was the shell case, okay.
This wouldn't hold the cross up. But I was on the... I need...
No, why did he let go? Okay, so the only thing that really works is the shell case, huh? Also, I should save, just in case. 0%, lovely.
I touched, which was good. This slot.
No! Come on. Gonna try everything. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here, that's a problem. Maybe I'm missing something outside.
I removed the...
Hold on, what's that?
Ut lex vel ut next sumito. To the law or unto death, submit. I guess these people didn't believe in liberté, égalité, or fraternité. Yes, I'll admit it. I was a swot at school. I also wore lipstick and the nuns never knew. Moving the skin. I removed the stone.
Okay, so you can take it back. Okay. So maybe you place the shell and then the stone cylinder again. Oh, cool. Definitely very interesting animation style, I have to say. I like that. It's very fun. What the fuck are you? Sorry. Okay, you're not a mosquito, you're some kind of fly, but you walk very funnily. The fly that doesn't walk on its tippy toes, but on like the sides of its legs. It also just dropped from the ceiling, so that gave me a little jump scare. Ah, what can I say? It's summertime again. Can you leave
The
me?
artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now jammed. I removed the shell case. The cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up.
Hmm. I didn't want to take it. I wanted to see if there's something I can do with it. Ah. That's fine. That's fine. Let's retry that. I was wondering how long the actual game is. It's definitely a slow-paced game, but... Okay, let's see.
The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
Hmm. Oh, come on.
I was going to need something a lot stronger than a hair clip to free the door.
Hmm. How about a key? Not a key? Hmm. Oh yeah, the shell. Yeah. The shell case we can take now.
I removed the shell.
I guess the shell case might be the solution to everything now.
The gap was too narrow. I needed something flatter to work into it.
Hmm. Elephant tusk? Can I combine?
No. 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 I was going...
But how am I getting something a lot stronger?
The cross didn't drop back down.
Hmm. Hmm. You guys have any idea? I found a shell case. Cushion cylinder operated a mechanism which opened the door to a hidden chamber, but my waist blocked. Someone has got the great lengths to protect something. Huh. Okay.
No.
Hmm.
The gap was... I need...
Yeah, like a crowbar or something, but the problem is where to find.
No.
Can I now leave this area and guard it for a bit? Maybe I missed something outside. Hmm.
Moving a skiff would... I really didn't want to pull the fence.
Like, is there anything outside that I missed?
This fence. The fence. I wasn't leaving yet. I wasn't.
You don't need to leave, you just need to find something.
An old boyfriend of. An old.
Hmm.
It was the old boathouse for the conciergerie. If I was right about the meaning of subjudice, then the answer had to lie somewhere here on the quayside.
Hmm. 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 But where? I'm a bit confused. So I need a lot stronger, something a lot stronger than a hairpin. But where to get that from? So I don't see anything else. If we already came so far, there must be something we can do in here for
The panel wouldn't move.
furthering this. Question is how. Idea, feel free to leave your comments, guys, if you have any idea. Mine now gone. I don't think I can see it anymore. Don't wanna actually like flatten it. Okay, I think it's gone.
I removed the shell case.
Question is, when the door closes, hold on. I have an idea. Will this work?
The cross did.
I don't know. But like, what if we put something underneath here?
No way.
Like, what if we put a key or something here? Then pull the thing. Then pick it up. Then hope it still prices up. Put the cylinder in and then check on this.
The stone slab had flattened one end of the shell case.
Perfect. I hope it can still prop this up. So proud of myself that I found that out. I love these old games. Same with like Sherlock Holmes. Whenever you're like found out some of the riddles, like they don't really give you much help. The old games. So
Touch the slot.
yes,
Nothing but which was good.
not what I meant to do. There we go. Now we can take out the shell, and now we can pry this open.
I removed the.
Hopefully. Okay, that bodes well. Yeah. Ever a shell case of that and can be strong enough to do
Another
that.
good use for a shell case. Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide. But was it what I was looking for?
No, it's very dark in here. I don't like that.
Wow. Through the darkness, I could see that this was a stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it tie in with Carchon?
Hmm.
Amazing! The thing still worked. The room lit up bright as day.
A lot of cobwebs here.
A door like that always has something important behind it. I had to find a way. That wasn't going to help.
Well, you can try everything. But I suspect none of these things are gonna do the trick. What's this?
I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years. The flags had faded, but their message was still pretty clear. Fascist regalia.
Now you go to the desk.
The
Come on. Oh.
Fascist regalia. A message of hate.
I'm gonna save because I don't like that it did 8% already, huh? So this game progresses decently fast. Is this because we finished the beginning chapter?
Inside the drawer, I found a note written in some kind of code. It was pretty clear from the lack of dust that someone had been working very recently at this desk. Oh my god! The sheet was a printout with my personal information. Everything from my favorite food to my waist size.
Okay, that's
They were
creepy.
right about chocolate. But come on, guys. I'm a size 10. There was even a picture of me, taken with a telephoto lens. Carchon wouldn't have taken these pictures himself. This was big. And organized. I was part of it. And people were getting murdered. This was the article I'd written about the costume killer. My suspicions were right. Carchon had cut it out. 2 businessmen had been killed. One in Italy, one in Japan. In each case, the killer had worn a costume. A penguin, and then a snowman. But that wasn't the only link between the 2 murders. Both the victims had been big media do-gooders. And I proved they were just the opposite. So, how did they fit in with Carchon? My articles...
Okay. Code message, huh? Anything else I can do on this desk that I missed?
The dregs at the bottom of the mug hadn't dried out or gone moldy. It wasn't more than a day old. No. No. My art... One thing... Damn, Don't you just hate it when that happens?
Except for there's something there.
A photo, long lost, had fallen down the back of the drawer. It was very old, but there was no mistaking the guy in the foreground. Carchon. Behind him were soldiers, a burning village, and a corpse. The photograph was cropped on the right-hand side. Somebody else in the picture obviously didn't want to be in it anymore. I wasn't surprised. This was Africa in the 60s. An uprising was being brutally suppressed. And here was Mr. Media himself, Carchon, doing the suppressing. The photograph was not just powerful evidence. It was also my ticket to one explosive story.
Yeah, but I have the feeling it's gonna be your father
There was nothing else.
that is gonna be in there to say.
The drawer had come out easily enough, but wouldn't fit back into place. The flags had fascist regalia, a message of hate. That wasn't... A door like that always had... Turning the lights off wasn't...
What
That
did you say? Okay, so nothing that we can do with the lights off.
That wasn't going to help. I wasn't going to find any... The flags had faded, but their message was still pretty clear. Fascist regalia. The flags... Fascist... There was nothing...
So the only thing I can really look at still is the disc. But there's not much we can take, is there?
My article... One thing was... My articles about... My...
No.
No. No. No. No. No. No. No.
I'm a bit lost, I don't know what to do. can't find anything, and it doesn't give me any information on how to open a lock. So it only gives me the disk as like, hey, can't do anything there. I'm gonna look this up. This is frustrating. The thing is, we also can't take the cylinder out or anything else from the other room, or else we cannot do anything else there. Is there anything in the front here? Besides the light, it doesn't look like it. No, I have no clue. Is there anything we can combine or something?
No.
I don't think we can. Maybe these two?
No. No.
I don't. Okay, this is like completely different. Director's cut, there we go. Because apparently the other one is really different. Chapter 1, we got everything. We got that, we got that. Cryptic messer, fall through the ground, photo of Kershaw. You can right click on these things. Oh. Okay, let's continue. The note's been written using a substitution cipher. This means that a different symbol has been used to represent each letter in the alphabet. To crack the code, you must correctly match all the symbols to the corresponding letter. If you make a mistake, click on the go back button, or you can reset the whole puzzle by clicking the reset button. Okay, hello there. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well, Effie. Okay, we have some repeating letters here. Very much so repeating letters. End, maybe? This could be a no. And... No. Not what I mean. N. There we go. And maybe this is a no. Oh. I don't know. Let's try. Let's see. End, maybe? But a no. And maybe it's an and, but that would not make sure. No, it would not fit with this one. I'll reset everything, so. Doesn't make any sense. It is... This could be an I. Because there is like only one letter. This could be an I. No, not H. Come on. I. Fine. Gonna have to Hello there, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Because if it makes sense here. Because there's multiple instances where it, like, separated. This letter repeats a lot. There needs to be something in, like, English one that repeats the letter a lot. It could be an S. Make this into an S. Let's see. So I don't know how you're supposed to know if it's right. What is? Trying to think of 2-letter words. Okay, we can do this differently. We can do signs. Let's take a sign. Most common letter in the alphabet kind of thing. Most commonly used letters. Used letters in English, okay. So E is the most used one, so let's search for the most used one. So a lot of these ends, but E wouldn't be repeated, right? But S would be. But then there's also these doubles. Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, this is the least frequent used one, I'd say. And I see it 1, so this could be J. Or Q. Doesn't really give you any indication, does it? This could also be A, now that I think about it. Because A is also a lone standing letter. Hold on. Let's see, we can do it by frequency technically. This will take a while. You with a circle, spiral, this, one, you, stupid fly, N, O, E, weird L, squiggly N, S with 2 dots. 2 and 8. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 18, 19. 19. 3. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 14. This fly is annoying. 2. But if you're free, guys, to guess with me in the comments. 2. 1, 2, 3. 16. 5. 5. 0. 8. 0. 11. The zeros could be J and Q. 7. 2. 0. Could be also X and Z. 3. 4. 6. I wanna read this in a second. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's another high one. There was a spy gun when you were younger that had stuff like this. This was awesome. Nice. Yeah, this is a murder case in this case. 3. I'm also a young journalist. It's very mysterious so far. She was summoned to an interview, but then the man she was supposed to interview was shot. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. It's definitely difficult to solve, but I want to try my best to solve things. 1. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we go by most used, the 19 is the highest technically. Let's first click on this. Something very sinister is going on. I'm part of it. Okay, it doesn't really give us much. So, let's see. So, most used would be the first one. So let's make that 2E. Next one would be I. That should be... I'll just go by this and try. Next one is 16, which is this one, which is A. So this one may have been already right, because we already clicked on this before. A. O is the next one, which must be this one. EI. This mustn't be right, by the way. This is just like a try. 12 is the next one, which is this one. So that could be N. We're gonna try this first and then we're gonna see. Then we have 11, which is this, right? Yes, 11, which would be S. And this, yeah, doesn't make any sense. Holy tiny text. Yeah, definitely holy tiny text. Then the next one would be 10, which is this one, which would be R. I don't even know if this is English. That's a thing. So that's R. Then 10. I think next one is 8, right? Yes, 8. Is this one? T. Then I don't know if that's actually might make any sense because it doesn't so far. 7, which is this one with the last one. 7 is L. All. Okay. I think the A makes sense here. And the L makes sense. 6 is this weird N. And this would be C. That's it. Nope. C. with multiple 5, and P and D are pretty much even. So this one and this one. Let's go E and D. And then we have one with 4, which is this weird U thing, which then would be M. Next up would be H with 3. The problems with 1, 2, 3 3s. And this one. This one. And this one. This could be hollow. Is maybe wand? No. Is copy. Is copy. Ah, stop this. Don't stutter. I think I need to save. No, I can't save here. Okay, so instead of O we make S. Yes, but in hollow. On. But on doesn't also make any sense because we have the O. Maybe no. Hollow. Having a problem catching the cipher. Hello there, Anthony. Hope you're doing well. Okay, wherever this was blinking, we can't really do anything from that. Pig, maybe? This could be R. R. I didn't mean to delete that. Oops. I think this really is solid. And then we have somewhere we have 0 off. That I like. And where are the zeros? We have... This one has 0. So this could be Z. This one has 0. Could be... Yes, this is a hard puzzle. Could be Q. If you have any idea, feel free to. And then we had another one with 0, which could be... X. Wait, what? Was that the right one? Yeah, it was. I accidentally clicked something else, but I... Yeah, I clicked the E again. There we go. 1... Maybe this is a T. As I should be T. Maybe. I don't have anything as I. Had. Did I click that off on accident? Because it must have been the N thing. No, that wasn't N, it was this one. Page tome. Maybe I did. Maybe this is a C. Two would make sense. 2 and 2. 2 hollow and 2. Two and A I think is right. In this case. This could be a rear. So maybe the U is... Where is it? There. Maybe this is really an N. Maybe I was right at the beginning. And this could be a K. think we're pretty close. This could also be an endo. Maybe. So we have not here. And then maybe this R is a D. So and two and a, not a. Indeed. Indeed, maybe. Take me past it. Take C meets pass it. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Okay. Indeed. Wait. It. Okay. Take. Wait. And wait. I think C is definitely wrong. C is definitely wrong, so like that out. Pickaxe looking symbol, this one? Maybe. It's not, oh. Us, maybe? Us? Hello? Cut, maybe? This doesn't make... No. It's too mint. Marrow? Marrow. Marrow. Let's try. So C to... No, not what I meant to do. This N definitely should be cut. This is too urgent, maybe? No, not that. Not that one. No, I was wrong, no. Hold on. Wrong one. So. Urgent. This is to this. This is cut. This is too urgent to wait. Ano and both CSB. C was this, and this one is B. But this is too urgent to wait. No, and both did. This is not a coincidence. PSC. So this one is B. Coincidence. Seems. It seems that all of. Okay, so this is L. Nope. L. Of. Okay. Of us who came together are in danger. Take. It's definitely okay. So that I got really. No! Take great care. Pierre, this is a P. Pierre, full report to fellow, but this is too urgent to wait. Arno and. Mada both deaf. This is not a coincidence indeed. It seems that all of us came together in. All are in danger. Zamada? A squiggly one is a P. No, you meant this one, right? You meant this one. Yeah. Danger. Be a J. Something. In all. Okay, hold on. I need to mark off which we actually have now. So we have. Hold on. I need to write this down. I need to write down the alphabet and mark off which letters we actually have. Okay, we have P. I. E. R. F. U. L. O. T. W. U. B. H. S. Okay. Yes, you absolutely were. Thank you. Have a good night as well. Bye bye. A. C. D. G. Do we have a K in there? Take, yes. R in danger. Came. Okay, M. Do we have an N? Coincidence. So we have Q. V. J. Okay, hold on. So Q. You got to be X, Y, Z. Zamada, maybe. Alt. July, maybe. July. In July, or him at a birthday. If this is not a coincidence, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. Thanks.
Decrypted the note. It
Haha.
read, full report to follow.
Thank you
But
guys.
it's
That
too
was
urgent to
hard
wait.
enough not to cry.
Arno and Yamada both dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. X.
This was
I
tough.
wasn't the only one to make the connection between the costume killer murders. I'd been right all along. That was why he had asked to meet me. But what did I know that he didn't? I had enough for a story. An amazing story that was going to make my reputation and blow Carchon's to pieces. I needed to get home fast and start typing.
Okay, but what about the secret compartment?
Bonsoir, Collard.
Nico, it's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie, you cracked open the champagne yet?
Are you crazy?
What's wrong? Wait a minute. You didn't print it, did you?
Of course I didn't print.
That's the best piece I've written.
The last, as far as I'm concerned.
Important.
It's suicidal. You can't destroy a national hero.
He deserved it.
His corpse isn't even cold.
Ronnie, 2 hours ago I told you what I'd found. You loved it. You begged me to write it up immediately.
2 hours is a long time in newspapers, Nico.
Someone's got to you, haven't they?
Listen up, Nicole, and listen good. Pierre Carchon had a lot of friends. Powerful friends. For your own sake.
Forget what happened.
You got it. End of conversation. Good night.
Well,
This should have been my big break, but I knew there was nowhere else to sell this story. If Ronnie wouldn't print it, nobody would.
your brain would hurt after that if you had one. Oh, come on, you have a brain, you help me. But yeah, I'm slowly getting tired.
Mademoiselle Collard, my name is Plantard. I need to talk to you about your story. Your Pierre Carchon story.
How did you know about that?
There are people out there, madame, who will be very upset by this story.
Oh, really? Well, it's their lucky day. It's been spiked.
Yes, I know. We must meet.
We must?
I have information relating to your costume killer stories. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Café de la Chandelle Verte, Rue Alain Court. I shall be wearing a grey overcoat. You must talk to no one about this.
You can't tell me what to...
Tomorrow at 8. I'll be waiting.
People
Weird.
complain about newspaper articles all the time, but not usually before they're printed. I was beginning to feel scared. This guy, Plantard, could I trust him? Should I meet him or forget the whole business? I didn't have an answer.
Oh, you're gonna meet him. You're a reporter. Plus, he wants to meet at a cafe. So, I don't know what Chandelle is, but where this
I'd only
green.
been in Paris for a week, but already I'd fallen in love with the city. My latest discovery was a little cafe, La Chandelle Verte. I was pretty sure the waitress was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess. Little did I know my reverie was about to be so rudely interrupted.
Yeah. That's a casual thing that happens, right? Well, shoot.
As I picked myself up, I was really angry. 1 minute I'm on vacation, the next minute some clown's blown me up. I knew right away what I was gonna do.
I would be
I was gonna
really
find that clown
that
and bring him to
happened to me.
justice, because justice matters. justice is up there with liberty and equality and fraternity. After all, that's why I'd studied law, wasn't it? Well, that and the money, of course.
So if I had a holiday like that, I would be traumatized. He's taking it very casually. And the guy in the background also. A whole entire cafe full of people just got blown up by an accordion type musical instrument from a clown that passed you by and then stole a suitcase and ran away. Yeah, that happens every day in Paris, doesn't it? What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, a clown. That's just casual Paris stuff, right? Wow, this game is interesting. I did not think this would turn out this way. It's an old-timey murder mystery. Playing in France, point and click. That's a question though. Why am I always stumbling randomly into most like weird games? I shouldn't laugh at this situation, but this is just so ridiculous. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Also, I love that I randomly always knew that clones were evil. Have you ever watched it? Of course they are. Not all clones, maybe, but a lot, probably. Or have you seen the Joker? You know, just saying. But yeah, like, I just, like, if you hear the name of this game, you don't think of these things happening. If you hear Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templar, you think this is some kind of Knights game, right? Okay, let me quit. Yes. I've seen it both new and old. This one is the director's cut, so this is the longer version. Shadow of the Templars. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say this one. Surprisingly weird. I just picked it up as a random game, and we went from solving another murder mystery to another murder mystery. What's the odds of that? I just picked it because it had a cool name and I had like time to play it, because you know I'm kind of limited by the time frame with the Zelda Creator Con. I want to not have any open games before that. This is actually very interesting, and the riddles are quite tough, but they're solvable. I can't believe I managed to do that letter riddle. All I did was look up, like how many letters in the English alphabet repeat themselves how many times, and that's it. And that I can click on the message. Like, I've not even seen the solution or anything, I just saw in the hints that you can click on items in your inventory to get more information. Which, yeah, that would be helpful to find. I guess I didn't read the instruction well enough, or keep them well enough. But yeah, that escalated quite quickly. Anyways, let's see who's raidable, shall we? I'm really curious how this continues tomorrow. This is great. Okay, we have... Robert Cannon's playing Genshin. Just Lil is playing Dead by Daylight. And we have Diablo 4 for Eterna. Let's read Eterna, shall we? For those of you who don't know Eterna, they've been in my chat before. They are a lovely person with a great singing voice, and they do also host like karaoke nights on Fridays. I've not been having any time on Fridays. I'm very busy at the moment. But yeah, they are currently playing Diablo 4. Diablo. There we go. And they play a lot of other RPG style games too. So when they play, but they also do crochet. They just were working on one of the characters in Hollow Knight, Silksong. That turned out really cool. And yeah, well, really fun to watch. So, I hope you all will enjoy the raid, and I hope you all will have a lovely rest of your Sunday. I am going to be back with this tomorrow. And once again, if you have not been there when I announced it before, I'm going to be in the Zelda CreatorCon this year as well, like the last 2 years, and we're gonna have a lot of lovely streams from 5th to 7th of June, and I'm going to start Twilight Princess then, and there's a lot of other lovely creator, artists, crafters, all the kinds, gamers, speedrunners. So if you like Zelda, and you're interested in the CreatorCon, ! Zelda CC or Google Zelda CreatorCon. But yeah, have a lovely raid. Bye bye.